coaching, add another 15,000 to that, because I did this through life and business coaching. I did that for 2 years as a total of about 15,000.
I'm sorry, that was life coaching?
I mean, life and business and life. I mean, I would say it's business, but there's an intersection with life.
Okay.
It's both. It's both. If you're an entrepreneur, there is no separation.
Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm almost done. So, if you would start your business today, how would you market your business?
I would go to everyone that I know in the fields that I have built relationships, and I would start with those relationships and try to connect the dots from there. Who do I know? Who do I know? Who do they know? And I would start to connect those dots. I would speak for free. I would seek out free speeches. This is a tough business. It's easy to get in, it's difficult to stay.
Okay, and what are you, last one of these questions. So if you would start your business today, how would you try to shorten your journey in having a successful, sustainable business?
I've already answered that.
Okay, all right. So let me just think here. Are any of these things? Let me go to this one. So you joined NSA in 94?
No, 92.
Okay.
Right in the book.
And can you quantify how NSA has helped your business?
I don't know how to quantify it. I mean, I will tell you, it's had a significant. I could not have done it without NSA, because I wasn't starting as an industry expert. I wasn't starting as someone who's an on-air expert. I wasn't the guy that's been on Fox News or MSNBC or CBS. I didn't win a war. I was starting literally from nothing. And so everything I learned within NSA. Which, that knife cuts both ways too. I've made mistakes because of things that I learned in NSA that, people say you have to do. We've talked about that already.
But is there any way you can, could you quantify the number of speaking jobs that you got from NSA, or your speaking agent that you met through NSA, or any other way to...
All of that stuff has evolved from NSA. All of that stuff. Look, I served as president of NSA. During that time, I'm sitting on the beach in Cancun when we had our NSA University, and I'm talking with the acquisition editor from Wiley as president-elect, I think at that point, or whatever. And I cut a deal with the guy. He says he'll publish my book. He publishes my book. The book gets published. We sell some books. We make a little money. But someone in Amarillo finds my book, reads the book, calls me. We get connected. She ends up going to work for me. She introduces me to the president of a bank. I write a book about them 5 years ago that totally changes my philosophy on my area of expertise, on accountability. Totally changes it. And now positions me to, and that book got picked up by a publisher, a different publisher, because I wanted a different relationship. I wasn't happy with the one that I had. They weren't great. They're well known, but they weren't great. This publisher is totally behind me. I pitched him 3 books. He says he's taken all 3 books. So now I'm sitting in a situation where I got a publisher that'll publish anything I write, because he knows what I do. He believes in the message. I've written a book that's totally changed my IP. It's positioned me to write these out this coming year. It's connected me to all sorts of things. All of this happened because of NSA at some point or another. I mean, I had to go out and do what I did, but it all has flowed from being a member of NSA.
Okay.
I had to write the books, don't get me wrong, you know? I had to do the work, but everything that I do today has flowed from relationships within NSA.
Okay, and
My closest, dearest friends are in NSA.
okay. Last question. So, what were some of the big mistakes that you made over the years, and how would you try to avoid them or overcome them if you were a newer speaker?
I think I answered that already, in that I was too focused on the fee and leaving the fee and not negotiating the fee.
Too focused on fee integrity?
On the man-made phrase fee integrity.
Okay.
That's a bullshit phrase. It really is.
You hear it a lot.
I know, but what does it mean?
It means you don't lower your fee, or else the Speakers Bureau gets pissed off.
Okay, yeah, but so your fee is $5,000, and someone comes to you and says they'll book you 10 times. Will you do it for 3? And if you take it, does that mean you don't have fee integrity? And so there's someone out there maybe that's saying that, but I'm saying, hey, you got mouths to feed. You got to put food on the table. Those 10 speeches that you take, you're going to be seen by all these people. I'd rather do that than cut you a check and pay you $10,000 to market my speaking business. I'll get more marketing out of those 10 speeches. I mean, no one understands integrity more than I understand integrity. And I understand the relationships with speakers bureaus and how you have to help them. You can't undercut them, but there's things that present themselves that are smart business decisions. And these poor young speakers that hear the term fee integrity and think they can't negotiate a fee and they pass something up, that's a mistake.
Great.
I'm a little passionate about that.
Good. Well, those are all the questions that I didn't ask that you think I should have.
Yeah, I think the one thing that maybe you didn't get at, and I don't know what the right question is, but what are a couple of things early on that helped your career to be successful? But what in your life, professionally or personally or whatever, happened prior that positioned you to do that? And
yeah, how would you answer those?
Oh, I just gave you the questions. Now I'm not going to give you questions. Come on. Because I think that, like I said, you could ask me what's the greatest thing I've ever done in my business. I have no idea what that is necessarily, but whatever it is, chances are I was able to do it because of something else, and I think it's important to discover what that something else is. Otherwise, the advice is tainted. Does that make sense?
No, so does it mean find your passion or what?
No, it means that, for instance, the example I gave you before, where someone I know was making a lot of money online, okay? Well, the reason they were able to do that is because of something that they had done prior to that. In other words, what allowed you to be successful with that? So, like for instance, when I brought in, this is a weak example, but I'll use it. I told you I had like 5 or 6 people that we were marketing for, hired someone we were marketing for. The reason I was able to do that is because I had experience managing people, I had experience running a business, I had experience, I have a tremendous marketing and sales background, and so I was able to use those skills to create that scenario where we helped market other people initially. So in other words, you got to know why something worked for me or why I was able to do something. And so when someone says the best thing they ever did was X, well, it's kind of like, well, yeah, but you know what? This guy was the former such and such CFO at Yahoo and blah, 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 blah. And so their background positions them to be able to take the path that they took. And so all I'm saying is the best idea, the best thing you did, or the key to your success, is only the key to your success because of something that happened prior to that that positioned you. And I think that's important as you're asking these questions to maybe kind of get the story behind the story, if you will.
Yeah, okay.
Because the best thing that you did in your business might have only worked because of the relationships that you had or the experiences that you had that are unique to you. And if I tried to do the same thing, I would fail because I didn't have the same background.
Yep, absolutely.
And so that's, I guess, what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like somebody opens up the scrap business, and they go into the scrap business. Well, you know, there's two aspects to the scrap business from my vantage point. The ability to get the raw materials and then the relationships to sell the raw materials. Well, I don't know anything about the scrap business, but I'm thinking, well, selling those raw materials is probably not the hard part. I mean, the copper smelter is going to buy all the scrap copper you can bring them at 10 cents a pound or whatever the rate is. Now the question is, well, how do you get that scrap? We need people bringing it to you. And if you don't have those relationships, you're in trouble. But maybe you used to be in the construction industry, and so you have relationships with the major construction companies in town. And when they're doing all their plumbing and they're putting in, if they're using copper, you cut a deal because you know the presidents of these construction companies, and so you cut a deal that you're going to pick up from their site all their copper and give them a nickel a pound. Well, and now you're going to turn around and sell it for a dime a pound or whatever you're selling for, and all of a sudden you're this overnight success and you're making a fortune in the scrap business. Well, the reality is you were able to do that because of some relationships that you had. There was something in your background that let you do that would preclude me from doing that.
So would you say it's more relationships or being a subject matter expert?
Yes.
No, there was an either or.
Well, I think they both come into play is what I'm saying.
But everybody seems to say, you know, look, it's about relationships. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it is. Now, because Gary, you could be a subject matter expert, but if nobody knows it, what good does that do? And so, yes, you have to have relationships. A lot of people in this business, you know what? They develop their expertise over the years, and they survived on the relationships. And so, you got to be able to take that. You're not going to get your subject matter expertise out there unless you have a relationship to help get it out there. But you need both. It's not an either or. And I'm not going to say it's one or the other. That's like a company that says they have which one's more important? Well, the truth is, based on my expertise, there's never one value that's more important. They're all important, and you have to live them all. And your job's to figure out how to live all those values, even if it's difficult.
So would you summarize that it is relationships plus expertise, or is it something else?
Yeah, I would say I think you're looking for that intersection of relationships plus expertise, and you're sprinkling on the ability to deliver the message in a palatable way. I think you can suck as a speaker and be successful if you have the relationships and the expertise. But if you really have eloquence, but you don't have any expertise or relationships, you're probably not going to go too far.
Very insightful. Excellent. Well, Sam, I appreciate you taking the time. We're hoping to write a white paper on this, and I'm happy to send it to you if you're interested.